Hey, welcome back. Today we got a quick one. We're going to talk about, well, I don't really know how to say this in Italian. Let's see. Qualcosa striscia nel buio, which means something creeping in the dark. This is an Italian film. It was okay. The beginning was very cool. We had a couple on their way to a party and they get stopped because a bridge is out due to a flood. At the bridge, we have two police inspectors, and they have a killer with them. And then a few other characters start to show up, and nobody can get across the bridge because it's flooded. Another one of the characters is a doctor, and he's got his assistant with him. Well, they can't even go back the way they came because the road is flooded, and they end up having to go into a house. It reminded me of the old Universal semi-classic, The Old Dark House, which has the same exact premise basically. And then, except in The Old Dark House, they go in and there's this creepy family in there, and here it's kind of just one guy who's not that creepy. He doesn't want to let them in at first, but then the police say they have to let them in. They go in. All the characters kind of slightly get to know each other, and we end up going into this thing where the woman there who's on the cover, she ends up hosting a seance. After they host the seance, some weird supernatural stuff starts happening, like the window gets blown in, and all the clocks stop but then start up again, and some of the characters start behaving strangely, but the supernatural pieces are subtle, and a lot of it is just the characters interacting with each other. It's kind of melodramatic. They're stuck in the house almost the entire movie, and the killer guy tries to get away. The woman who did the seance, at one point she has this fantasy about the killer where she's wearing only a sheet or something. She's running around and the killer slaps her and then she stabs him, but she just was thinking that. Some of it, I'm not sure if it really made sense, which, is par for the course since it's an early 70s Italian horror thriller. But in the end, they don't really confirm if there's a ghost, but I think there's supposed to be. I think they summoned the spirit of this one woman, and she was causing mischief. Meanwhile, that killer guy is trying to get out. Some of the characters end up killing each other. But overall, it wasn't really that solid of a plot. And considering there was a supernatural element, nothing that crazy really happened. It was almost more I don't know. It was almost more the supernatural element was in the background, and it was more about the characters. So it was okay. I give it a 6 out of 10. I don't have other slides, but I did watch a few other movies from this list, and they weren't really horror films. One was the Italian film The Man with the Icy Eyes. It had Victor Buono. That one was okay. It was not really a horror film. It was just more like a murder mystery giallo type thing, but with not very much violence at all. So anyway, we're going to keep on trucking through 1971. I feel like we are due for a good one soon. All right, I'll see you next time.